Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Wasteland 3, and we are in Colorado Springs. Definitely not for the third time. I did not try to live on autosaves and then glitch out the game and have no save to revert to, and then I did not get busy with work calls and Messenger and Teams and everything else going off and pause and unpause repeatedly until I lost track of when I was paused and when I was not, and completely screw up the recording so that I would have to do it yet a third time. That definitely did not happen. This is our first time in Colorado Springs, and yeah, we're just going to explore. We have no idea where we're going. We definitely don't know that this is the Marshal's headquarters. And we're not going to skip over everybody and go straight to the sheriff. Definitely not going to do that. That would be crazy.
Well, now you must be the Rangers. I'm the sheriff around here, but you can call me Daisy. Old Saul tells me you're a bunch of badasses, and I ain't one to turn away a badass, especially at a time like this. I reckon you already heard all about the Dorsey raid, so I won't bore you with the details. Suffice it to say, we whooped 'em good, and the survivors are holed up in the Garden of the Gods with a bunch of hostages. Thing is, I lost a lot of marshals. My boys and girls are tired and beat up. You want to make some fast friends around here? You could go into the garden and speak to those Dorseys for us. Maybe find out how the hell they got into the city in the first place.
And by speak, you mean shoot the everlasting shit out of them and save those hostages, right, boss?
Quan, I hear you're some fancy liaison now. Old Saul taking my people without even asking? How dare he? Anyway, yes, you rascal. That's exactly what I mean.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
And we would be glad to help.
Now the Dorsey's hostages are from the fancy side of town. 100 families folk. Try to get 'em out of there alive, or I'll never hear the fucking end of it. And please, take young Miss Wesson with you. I need that girl out of my hair. In fact, I'm gonna insist. I'm telling Lupinski not to let you into the garden without her. But don't worry. She knows which end of the gun the bullets come out of. Go in there and kick some ass, Rangers.
Alright, well apparently she knows which end of the gun the bullets come out of, so we're going to go recruit her real quick.
I'm not sure why the sheriff didn't assign me marshals, but, well, beggars can't be choosers. I am the Miss Wesson she spoke of. Lucia Wesson, daughter of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families. As Sheriff Daisy told you, they and some of our neighbors were taken hostage by the Dorseys, and I mean to free them. All of them. So, I am ready when you are.
Alright.
She's making a joke. She knows very well that my father taught me to shoot almost before I could walk, and I'm the best shot in this city. You may ask anyone. Everybody knows what I can do.
Alright, kid. You are on the team. 'Cause that's how we roll. We don't ask questions around here.
We ain't gonna pay.
How does it feel now?
We ain't.
Extra! Cowardly attack on Colorado Springs!
Huh. I'm sure you know best.
See, there's more of that work pausing. So, sorry about that. Just missed a conversation where Miss Lucia was talking crap about how Quan does things. Look at that cat. That is a huge cat.
Yeah, they're Dorseys. They won't be scared of a scrawny
This here's
old
Market
man.
Square. The Arapahoe Garage is just outside the city gates. My old friend Doc Parker set up a clinic. Parker's the best doctor in town. That's a bomb under my stall, ain't it? Be a hell of an asset if we can persuade him to join the Rangers. Careful, though. The Doc is prickly at the best of times. And these are not the best.
Holy mackerel! Better stay back from my stall. Those goddamn really. I'm back in business.
I didn't know that was gonna happen. I just guessed. Just guessed. Total guess.
Did you see the Dorseys almost blow up the statue?
There's always something.
Yeah, I was hiding under the bookseller's stall.
No time.
Marshall stopped at the last second.
They're in bad shape, and I don't have the time or tools to save them. Thank you. The things I need most are a suture kit, an injury kit, and a medic pack. Got that? These folks are literally dying on us, so don't fuck around. We'll talk more when you come back.
Welcome to the freshly reopened. You didn't hear this from me, Franz. But word is, there's still Dorseys all sorry.
Yeah, shut up. We're gonna sell all our junk. And that will give us enough money to buy this hammer. And Arthur's going to need to level up again before he can use that hammer.
I heard we had some new arrivals wash on in. Military types, they said. Can't really see the difference between you and the ordinary class of mercs. Well, much as I'd love to shoot the shit with you tryhards, Sheriff Daisy said to let you go on in. So, go on. Give them Dorseys some hell.
Marshal Lupinski, I expect you to moderate your language in the presence of a young lady.
My apologies, Miss West. I meant no disrespect. Best of luck to you and your companions here. No room for amateurs in this town. You hear? No room.
Alright, and off we go to the Garden of the Gods.
Hello? Whoever just came up from the city, come in. This is Bellamy Ward. There are Dorseys all over the garden. I'm pinned down on a high ledge. Can you reach me? Oh, thank God. I'll call out if I see you. As long... Hey! Oh, no. They found me.
Get down from there, or we're coming up!
You don't want to do that!
Oh, yeah? What? Hey! Well, where did you come from? Back the hell off, or you're... Oh, shit!
So, the first round is really just getting everybody into position. Because for some reason, we start ridiculously far away on this one. Yeah, like, most of them are even out of Lance's range. That's crazy.
Blades are coming for you.
There's a couple of mistakes here on their part. Number one, that ambusher ran within range of Major Tom.
I am losing a significant amount of blood.
I'm a come at the rear.
Too wounded to fight.
All right.
My blood, so warm. Did the Patriarch send you? I'm sorry. I need to warn you. The Dorseys are gathering up ahead between the Gateway Rocks.
Bellamy! Bellamy, look at me. Have you seen my family? Are they here?
Lucia? I thought you were with your family. Oh, thank God you're not. Thank God. They went up ahead with their hostages, but... Lucia, I heard gunfire and screaming. You need to be ready for the worst.
If they've done anything to my people, I'm going to end them all.
Please do. I'll tell whatever I can to help. It's not much, but... My name is Bellamy Ward. I'm a scientist. I invented the solar collectors and experimental farms on top of the rocks. I was calibrating the solar arrays when the Dorseys came through here, herding their hostages with them. So I hid up here and kept out of sight. They're savages. Animals. They beat those people. Laughed at them when they begged for their lives. The kids were screaming, so they beat them too. Then they dragged them all further on, toward their camp. The PALs, photon amplification lenses. They harness and focus the ambient light. It's fascinating, actually. They polarize the waves and create constructive interference. Normally, they maintain a stable temperature for the plants, but they can be adjusted to help power the solar collectors, or even thaw frozen I once coupled a PAL with a dynamic cross-photon matrix. I was trying to cook some bison steaks, but it incinerated the whole fire pit, melted the entire grill. Goes to show what can happen if you put a decimal in the wrong place.
Alright. So, now we need to do some looting. We do have some people who are slowly bleeding to death. I'm sure they'll be fine. Make sure we're not leaving anything behind over here. A couple of bunnies. And disarm it from there. Wow, that's impressive.
This is Bellamy Ward, PAL operational test number, 110. I've adjusted the angle of the solar collectors by 3.12 degrees to improve the energy transmission from the photonic amplification lenses. I've also attached a more sensitive voltmeter to the test panel, so I can hopefully get a more accurate reading of the conversion rate. Everything's set. Here we go. The photon amplification lenses are operating at 60% ambient light, approximately what we would expect on a typical day in Colorado Springs. Checking the voltmeter now. Yes, it's working! Energy storage is 12% above norm. This is better than I hoped. Now, if I can get the storage rate up to 25%, we'll have surplus power running into the batteries each day. For the first time since the deluge of fire, Colorado Springs will have all the electricity it needs. I can't wait to show this to Theo and Megan. They'll be so excited.
Really, Lance? You missed? Alright, and we got a level up for Arthur. Which means we get to max his strength. And now he can use the hammer. Alright, so now we need to start doing some arrangement. Boars is going to be up here. Arthur's going to be down here. And Lance, we're going to want to put up here somewhere where he's got good LOS.
I shot. You all heard those shots. Somebody's coming.
Shit. Think it's the marshals?
We'll get Quan down here. Alright, PAL activated.
Time for talking's over.
Kill the Dorsey. Still breathing.
The deluge is coming for us all!
That is how it's done.
All right. Neat and clean. Doesn't get much prettier than that.
No. Can't see a thing. Who would do this? Who would murder families and children? Who would burn them so badly that we can't even tell? I don't know if they're here or not. I can't... Come on. Let's find the monsters who did this. That was one of the Skylar girls, I think. Seems like we ought to leave her alone. Feels an awful lot like grave robbing.
Well, that kid was trying to protect that book, so I think it's important, and we should honor her wishes by taking it. That's what it is. Has nothing to do with, you know, me being an adventurer and stealing silverware. Nothing at all.
I'm Isaac Reed. On behalf of all of us here, I want to offer our unconditional surrender. As proof of our goodwill, I want to tell you that the culprits got into town with help from Farron Brago's organization, and...
Isaac, how could you? How could you throw in with these people? How could you let them take my family? Where are my parents and my little brother?
They're in the grave you passed on the way here. They didn't suffer, Lucia. I promise. Baby, look. I didn't mean it to go this way. I tried to stop them. I really did. I begged.
Begged.
Stop talking right now.
We thought we were in the right. The Dorseys promised that we could take down the Patriarch. They didn't say anything about murdering hostages.
What about all the other people they killed? Or was that part okay with you, Isaac?
Not forgiveness. We want to face justice. We know what we did is wrong, but it was Nelius Dorsey. He went looking for your family, Lucia. Your family especially. That's why I got you out of your house before the raid. I didn't want anything to happen to you.
You didn't want anything to happen to me? So you let savages abduct and murder my family. You knew what they meant to me. You knew what their loss would do to me.
But you're still alive, Lucia. Don't you see? You're still alive, and that's what matters most to me.
This fucking guy.
Farron Brygo's gang helped them get into town. I don't know how or why. And I overheard Nelius say something about Liberty Buchanan. The Patriarch's... I think she's going to attack Colorado Springs. It sounded like she's gathering an army out in the plains. Something way worse than the Dorseys. He escaped. He took some vehicles and headed west into the mountains. I don't think he was planning to come back. We've been under the Patriarch's boot for 50 years. We say that the 100 families are in charge, but it's really just his family. Just him. I know you must think I'm a fuzzy-headed idealist, but this society's sick. It needs to change.
I have heard enough. If your betrayal of my family was not sufficient, your treachery here most certainly is. In the name of the Patriarch.
Please, Lucia. I did this for you. All I ever meant was to help build a better world for you. For all of us. I can't tell you how much I regret. Please don't kill me. Please.
A better way? I can't think of one. Not after what he did to my family. You want to let him walk away from what he's done? I have justice right here in the palm of my hand. I am more than happy to mete it out. I would be delighted to be its instrument.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, don't thank me. The only punishment is death by exposure.
We're getting reports of shooting in your last known location at Garden of the Gods. What's your status? Over. They'll be happy to hear that, Team November, as am I. Good job getting those...
Yeah, death by exposure versus death by gunshot. I would have taken the gunshot. I would have been begging them to shoot me. But we go back to Colorado Springs. Alright, and back in the Springs we are.
Live? After he gave aid and comfort to the enemies of the Patriarch, after he helped them kill my family, you let him live? Why arrest him when you killed all those others? What made him special? Maybe you have it right. If I value my own personal feelings above the law, then I'm no better than a vigilante.
That's right.
Very well. I accept your decision to let him live. But the people who are truly responsible, Nelius Dorsey and Liberty Buchanan, I will bring justice to their doors.
Fuck that. We'll justice their doors right off. I'm on it.
Will you help me find them? You can count on my guns every step of the way. Of course. Good. We should go after Nelius Dorsey first. Isaac said he headed west into the mountains. No doubt he plans to hole up at one of the old resorts from before the bombs fell.
Weren't you supposed to be taking orders?
I don't think we're ready to face him yet, though. Nelius will be dug in, I expect, and he'll have all his best people with him. He only left behind the expendables in the garden.
I thought she said she was gonna follow orders, not give them.
Haha.
For now, we should head back to the sheriff.
Quan, you my man. Alright, well, let's go, handle this stuff for the doc so we can recruit him. Alright. And Lance is our doctor, so we're gonna just pop this on him real quick.
You closed my wound. I won't miss staring at my own guts.
Jumped out of a building to escape the Dorseys. Didn't count on the ground stopping me.
Alright, so medic pack for her and injury kit for him.
Where? What's going on? Did you patch me up?
My leg! You said it! Ugh, still hurts like a bitch, but maybe I'll actually walk again.
Yes, you will.
What now? Good. Thank you. One sec, though. I know I've asked a lot of you, and I'm grateful for what you've already done. But I need one more favor. You see this girl? She was shot in the head, but there's no exit wound. The bullet's still in there. I need to keep constant watch on her, and I need cleaner, safer facilities to do it. If you let me use the facilities at your HQ, I'll do anything. I'll work as your doctor. I'll fucking juggle for you, Rangers. I just need to save her. What do you say?
Welcome aboard, Doc.
Thank you. Need anything before I get my stuff together? Of course. Let's have a look. Good luck.
Alright, and we've got a doctor, got healed. Life is good. So now, we're headed back down to talk to the marshals. Turn in this quest.
Brave Marshal stopped Dorsey's at Palace Gates. Patriarch alive and safe.
Either of you ever worry about getting hitched to a pillory?
Hell yeah. I've always got a smile for the marshals. Never piss them off.
I think we should pull some marshals from Broadmoor, put them here in downtown. If an enemy gets all the way to Broadmoor, we've got big problems.
I like you already, Rangers. I asked for a favor, and you came through for me. Not only that, but you sent me Isaac Reed and his traitor friends, all cuffed up and looking pretty. Seems to me that if somebody commits a crime in Colorado Springs, they should face Colorado Springs justice. I'm glad we see eye to eye on that. Some of my marshals weren't so sure about you. Damn right. It's in all our interests to keep this city safe. Now, before I forget, let me introduce you to Hope Emerson. She heard all about you coming to town and she wants to join up.
Pleasure's mine, Rangers. Ran the lockup in a little town called Amity on Colorado's eastern border. Figured I could do the same thing for you at your HQ. Assuming you'll be arresting people now and then?
Amity got flattened by the scar collectors a while back, so Hope came west. Been trying to get her to join the marshals ever since, but she keeps turning me down flat. We have some differences when it comes to crime and punishment. But that aside, she's smart, honorable, and should be an asset to your organization.
Great.
Welcome aboard.
I'll head over to Ranger headquarters in a bit and start fixing up your brig. I can't think of a better way to serve than to ensure that our justice is fair, even to those who transgressed against it.
So, back to business. Did you find out how the Dorseys got into town? Well, since you already dealt with Isaac, let's concentrate on Brago. I'll never understand why the Patriarch let that rat set up shop here. Been nothing but trouble, so him making a deal with the Dorseys doesn't surprise me in the least. In fact, I had a hunch he might be involved, so I sent my best man over to his nightclub, the Little Vegas, to search for a connection. Haven't heard back from him, though, and I'm a little worried. Say, what if I asked you Rangers to go to Little Vegas and check up on him? And if you happen to find proof that Brago helped the Dorseys while you're there, well, feel free to cuff the bastard and haul him in.
Yeah, we're on it.
Take down Brago for me, and I'll make sure your HQ gets the best equipped armory this side of the Rockies. Guns, ammo, armor, the whole shebang. The marshal I sent to the Little Vegas is named Delgado. Family man and the best inspector I've got. Keep him safe, and I'll owe you another favor. Always a pleasure, Rangers.
Alright, and with that, I think we're going to end for this video. I'll do some leveling up, and then we'll go to Little Vegas and check that out. So until next time, everyone, stay safe.